Hey, hey, welcome to our latest live stream. I'm Corey,
And I'm Lori.
and we are the Carnivore Journey crew, here to talk to you about our carnivore journey. We are, what is it, 153,
4 days. That's
54
what you told me
days?
today. Yep.
Wow. So 154 days, which was 20 something weeks.
22, I think.
22 weeks. Ah, it has been a journey, that's for sure. Uh, and welcome to International Carnivore Month.
Woo!
Yeah. So if you're just starting on this way of eating
We're thinking about it.
or thinking about it,
Do it.
perfect time to do it right here in the International Carnivore Month. Great way to get started, and we're here to help you along the way in any way that we can. So uh, let me.
Now, last couple of days I've been very, very cold. And I don't know if that's because I'm losing weight or my blood pressure's going down or what. I don't know. It's been kind of cold here. And so I
Yeah,
came home today and I was like, I'm freezing. That's it. I'm done. I'm getting my pajamas on. I'm putting heavy pants on, a sweatshirt and, a shirt under the sweatshirt. And then I was like, we have a live stream tonight. I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna wear my sweatshirt at the
yeah,
live stream. I'm finally warm. Just my feet are a little cold, but I'm finally
yeah.
warmed up some.
I will say I have noticed that my body temperature has been much more variable since going carnivore. Me, I used to be hot
Uh-huh.
pretty much all the time. I always was the one throwing the covers off. You know, shorts and a t-shirt most of the time.
Yeah.
Um, but now my body temperature changes a lot. So anyway,
Right. You look, he's wearing a long sleeve heavy shirt. This
yeah.
is unusual.
Well, that's not particularly
Oh.
uh, normal for me, that's for sure. But it is now. So if you guys are watching this live, please jump into comments and let us know that you're there and where you're watching it from. We'd love to chat with you. And if you've got any questions for us while we're live, be sure to put those into the chat. And if you're watching it on a replay, you can do the same down in the comments. We do read all of our comments and try to respond to as many as we can.
And we like to know where you're from too.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know that we're showing people viewing us from all over the world. So
Yeah, very exciting.
it is kind of exciting. And if you haven't done so already, I would highly suggest that you hit that subscribe button. We've noticed here lately that thumbs up helps. Especially with certain people jumping in there, and I've noticed we have had a few thumbs down here recently.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think that's a uh, certain group of people that I will leave unnamed that don't like our way of eating. Um, yeah,
Can't please everyone, but
that either put nasty comments, which normally get blocked anyway, or they do the thumbs down thing.
hey, look, this is what we do, and we're sharing that with you. And if you want to do it, great. If you don't, that's okay too.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
forcing
fine.
anybody to do it.
We're not evangelists trying to sell you on this way of eating, but if you choose to eat this way,
we're going to support
we're
you.
going to
We're going to
support you, and we're
encourage
going to
you,
give
and
you as much information as we can give you.
we'll be your biggest cheerleader.
Absolutely. All right. So I do want to say thank you for all of the amazing support that we've gotten. We love reading your comments, and that really lights up our day.
Yes.
I would say for sure. All right. So why don't we update on where we're at
Go ahead.
on our journey? Okay.
You always start first.
Yeah, I do. As I've said before, I've been in a stall since probably early November. I've been bouncing back and forth between 255 at a high to 250 as a low, and trying to get out of that little stall range has been difficult.
And that might come up later.
Yeah, it very well could, because I think there's probably some reasoning behind that, and that's one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight. So
Sorry,
What
I got a
about
little
you?
distracted. I have a furry staring at me from behind the
Yes.
computer,
So if
just
you
waiting for her to walk across
yeah, if
the.
you see a little furry head or something peeking in here, yeah,
That's Cinder. She's just saying hello.
yeah,
For me, I am down 23 pounds officially.
awesome.
And yeah, I feel like my pants and stuff are fitting differently. My gut's still there. But I feel like I feel it in other places. And so and of course I still feel good and and I've been dealing with some stuff that we're going to talk about a little bit later that is important. So
And I guess it's if you're tracking numbers, I'm down about around 55 pounds total on
yeah, I don't give
carnivore.
my weight. I'm not going to do
Uh,
it until I get low enough where I can be like, hey, this was my starting weight and this is where I'm at now. I'm not far enough yet.
I I started eating kind of lowish carb about a month before I went carnivore, so I lost about 7 pounds in that month. But that doesn't really count on carnivore. But anyway,
Yeah.
so have you guys ever been to a meetup?
MEAT.
Yeah, MEAT up. I've been to two. Lori unfortunately has not been able to
It
make
worked
either one of
both
those two. She
times.
had to work both of the meetups I went to.
Yeah.
Um, but if you're interested in getting around other carnivores and hanging out, having a good time, and eating meat and talking about this way of life and way of eating, well, we announced it on New Year's Eve, and I'm going to put it out again in case anybody missed it. And we'll probably put it out a few more times just to make sure that everybody has a chance to see this. And I'll also start putting this down in the description. We have scheduled a group cruise. Now, this was not initially set up as a carnivore group cruise. It was set up through our travel channel.
Um,
Yes.
why was it set up?
Hmm?
Why was it set up?
Oh, yeah. This is Lori's birthday cruise. So we just got back from one about a month ago. This is November 2024. So end of this year, we are going on another cruise. We're really close to meeting our group quota. So if you guys want to jump in, we're opening this up to our carnivore community as well. And geez, for all I know, it's probably going to end up turning into more of a carnivore cruise than anything else. Right now, all the cabins that are booked are friends and family that we gave early access to it before we put it out to the public. Most of those folks are not carnivore, but we're carnivore and you're carnivore. So let's go hang out on the Holland America New Amsterdam and go to some of these incredible locations. We've got Nassau, we've got St. Thomas, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Grand Turks and Caicos, and all departing out of Fort Lauderdale. Rooms start for two people at 1810 for that couple or the two people in a cabin. And if you want information, I'm going to put it up on the screen now. You can contact Amy at EECC Travels and mention Mountains to Sea Crew, Group Cruise. That's our travel channel. And she can get you all the details and booking information if you're interested in coming. It's going to be a great time, one way or another. The more carnivores, the better for us, though, because we will be carnivore on that cruise, and as we always try to do. Um, haven't been successful the past two, as successful as I wanted the past two cruises,
I
but
was pretty good the last one.
yeah, but we're learning from our mistakes and working to do it much better.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So,
If you have any questions, put them in the comments as well.
yep. Absolutely. And we'll answer any questions that we can.
Yeah.
Now, on to what we're talking about tonight.
Resolutions.
Yeah. It's that time of year,
Years. Yeah.
New Year's. Everybody makes New Year's resolutions. a lot of times it's around diet
Mhm.
or losing weight
Going to the
or going to
gym
the
and
gym
yeah,
or all these different things that people have
they all wanna
resolutions
try to
for.
do.
And if you look at the stats on most of that stuff, most people have uh, fallen off of their what they said they would do in their resolution within a month.
And Corey, that's kinda why I don't really like to use resolution. I
Yeah,
kinda like commitments,
yeah. Commitments or challenges, maybe,
challenges.
depending on your personality.
Right.
You know.
Some people, don't want that challenge. Some
Yeah.
people, once they commit to something, they stick to it.
So if you respond well to a challenge, well, challenge yourself to do what it is that you want to accomplish. If it's a commitment, well, then make a commitment to do that. Um, I don't know that there's a whole lot of difference between the meanings behind the words, but
Mindset. It's
it really
mindset.
does come down to
It's like
mindset.
eating a carnivore dessert and being so happy that you're eating dessert because
Even
there's
though
no
it's not
sugar.
sweet.
That's right. That's right. It's all your mind.
Yep. So,
Hmm.
International Carnivore Month, let us know in the chat or in the comments what you're doing, if you're doing anything special for it. If you're already carnivore, are you taking it up a notch? Um, for us, I think we have discussed it a little bit, and
I'm not sure that I've actually committed though to anything. However, I'm curious to hear what you're about to say. I just put
well,
out the disclaimer just in
no,
case.
yeah, we talked about a few things. I don't think either one of us are really interested in trying to commit to the lion diet or anything like that.
Not at this time.
Um,
I will do that at some point in this journey, but
yeah,
I'm
or
not
even,
ready to do that yet.
yeah. For me, I am working on trying to move more. Um,
But me too,
yeah,
because we're very sedentary. We sit in front of computers a lot. You at least, some part of your job
yeah. Parts of my
is
job
physical.
are
Me, I'm
physical.
just sitting and staring at a computer all day and
Yeah, I was
um,
slinging 165-pound kegs around today. Um, so that's one day that I do that, but a lot of the rest of the time I'm sitting at the computer doing paperwork or
yeah, it got
whatever else.
cold and we stopped walking.
Yeah, it
So
got cold and dark. That was the biggest thing.
yeah, because I couldn't get
Um,
out of work early enough.
yeah, we used to go walk every night after we got off work, but by 5 o'clock it's dark,
Mhm.
so the park's closed. We can't do anything. Um,
And I don't normally get up early in the morning to do that. And it's 30 degrees that early in the morning.
well, you'll walk, you'll warm up.
Yeah, just dress properly.
But we do have some kettlebells, and I've been working a little bit with those. And one thing I want to do is I want to start doing more exercises in the morning. Push-ups, sit-ups, planks, the squats, body weight exercises that
Right.
I can do, and maybe do a little bit with the kettlebell before I hop in the shower and head to work.
And I
So
did hear something in one of my groups today that, there was this person, I'm not sure who it was, and I don't think we're part of a specific group, but they wanted to walk and they didn't go outside for whatever reason. And they no, because they didn't want to give up the TV or their phone or whatever. And so what they would do is they would stand up and just walk in place.
yeah,
And that worked. They lost quite a bit of weight because it's the movement that's so important.
it really is. Yeah, I mean, even if you're watching TV, you don't have to be lounging back in your lazy boy. You can get up and move. And does that movement burn enough calories for you to lose weight? No. Um,
But it
but
is
what it does
proven.
is it helps to strengthen and tone your muscles. And if you're building muscles, especially, that additional muscle mass will burn more calories.
And
So
there are lots of research and data out there that proves that just walking is good for the body
yeah,
and will help you lose weight as well.
yeah. So all those are good things. And exercise also helps a lot with the next thing that we're talking about tonight.
Stress.
Stress. Yes.
Lots of it.
This holiday season, every holiday season can be very stressful. And I know that we've had a lot of stressors in our life over the past couple of months. between the holidays and travel and family commitments and work commitments and community commitments that have taken up a lot of our time.
And I've had some family issues too.
Yeah.
My grandmother passed right after Christmas, and so
Yeah. So those things add stress to an already stressful time of year. Um, Plus, on top of that, for us, we're trying to run a business and provide content for 2 YouTube channels. And
and we're not trying to be a downer.
no,
We're telling
but
you what's going on in our
everybody
lives.
has
We have a
stressors
lot
in
of
their
stress,
life.
right?
I mean, that's a part of life.
Mhm.
How you deal with that stress and the steps that you take to try to mitigate that stress and to de-stress your life can have a significant impact on how successful you are, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Because stress,
Can affect your weight loss.
yes, because stress will raise your cortisol levels, which screws up all kinds of things in your body.
Mhm.
It'll raise your blood glucose. You've probably heard people talking about the dawn effect, how some people uh, towards dawn, their blood sugar will just spike 20, 40 points.
Right. In the
Um,
morning, I think it's higher
yeah,
than
and cortisol has an important purpose in the body. Your cortisol levels dip during the night, and then they rise towards dawn to help you wake up. That's one of the purposes of cortisol. But if you constantly live in a state of stress, you're going to have constantly high cortisol levels, and that's going to cause a lot of negative metabolic effects on you. So it's going to make it much, much more difficult to lose weight if that's one of your goals. It's going to make it can make it difficult to sleep, and it can affect your sleep, um, and it can drag you down mentally.
Mhm.
So one of the things that we wanted to talk about was we, how we deal with that, how we can
Or some tips
some
to
tips
help.
on how you can mitigate some of those effects from cortisol, um, or not cortisol, but from stress
Well,
by lowering the
yeah,
cortisol. Yeah.
right.
So we already mentioned exercise. Exercise is great for reducing stress, reducing your cortisol levels, and the overall effect of it is it really gives a big.
Breath control, stopping for a moment. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but take a few minutes, close your eyes, just breathe. You can.
And you've got a book on that, don't you?
I I do. I looked behind
Is
me,
it
but
here?
no, I don't think so.
No.
But you can do like box breathing where you breathe in on the count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, and breathe out for the count of 4. You can do that. That helps. Just stopping and just breathing. Even if it's just a couple breaths and you're paying attention to that, you're not paying attention to everything else. So you're kind of focused in breathing, and that will help slow your heart rate too. And if you can't do that, just close your eyes for a moment and just be.
Yeah.
Again, it's
Um,
not easy, but sometimes it'll help.
and those are some of the things that are really valuable to learn is to learn either meditation practices um, in whatever form. Sorry, we got a cat chewing on cords over here.
Wants our attention pretty bad.
Yeah, yes, she does. Um, but yeah, meditation, prayer, whatever type of um, that type of thing that is your bag, that whatever you're into, or if it's just breathing, even if you don't uh, get into anything like meditation or prayer or whatever else, if it's just breathing, just close your eyes and count your breaths.
Or even count to 10, or anything.
Yeah,
And you
I
know
mean
there's
that's where that comes from. If someone's uh, angry or whatever, tell them count to 10. And by the time they count to 10, it's that slow, methodical process of bringing yourself back to level.
And what else I've found that helped too is reading a book or something, taking a half hour or even 15 minutes,
Okay.
or read a chapter or something like that, because it always relaxes me and makes me want to fall asleep. Or like you, oh, you're not plugged in. He's always plugged in 24/7. He listens to books all the time. So
I do. Yeah.
so
I
it
normally have an earpiece in my ear,
right, as
and
long as
I'm
it's not a
listening to a
stressful book,
book,
because that would kind of
or a
negate that.
podcast,
Right.
or something along those lines. Because in my job, a lot of time I'm working with my hands, and so I'll have an earpiece in, have some type of entertainment going. Not music for me; it's the spoken word. So
Yeah. And if you guys have different things that you do that helps, let us know. Educate us and give us
yeah.
some different ideas.
Or any type of uh, ritual thing that you do, whether it's making a cup of tea and steeping it just right, or whatever it is, anything like that focuses your mind on somewhere different and something different that can help to reduce the stress. This is very personalized, so everyone really has to work on it themselves. Um,
But if you
and
can
it's
acknowledge that you're going through that is one step to kind of help you make those choices to battle that. Because sometimes we don't realize, that our shoulders are up like this, and we're all tense
all too, yeah.
until we take a breath, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I didn't realize that my shoulders, you can even, roll your shoulders. Oh my God, that feels so good. But like that will help too.
Some type of
Release some of that stress.
relaxation exercise, something to de-stress your mind. Um, you know, I experienced my first guided meditation when I was in high school, and it was just the student teacher or whatever taking us through, closing our eyes and feeling our toes just relax,
Mm.
and just feeling the stress fade out of each part of your body all the way up until you were just completely relaxed. And uh, it's just a mental thing, and if you can do that and reduce your stress level, you'll reduce the cortisol, and you'll feel better overall. So I think that's something really important, especially coming out of the holidays and now coming into International Carnivore Month, when a lot of people are starting on new things, and it can be really stressful. Starting on the carnivore diet can be stressful.
Especially when you're going through all of that transition.
All of those changes, yeah,
Mhm.
you know.
Your body's like, what the heck are you doing to me? And you're like, oh, I'm making you better. And they're like, no, you're not making me better. Yeah, we're making you better. So
Yeah, and trying to get your electrolytes balanced out if you need to, which a lot of people do.
I know I did.
Um, you know,
Mhm.
it took a lot of work, and then your bowels, getting them
Oh,
to the point where they're working properly.
you know what they
Um,
say, right? Don't trust the butt
yeah.
because it might not be a part.
Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people uh, have issues. Diarrhea for the first few weeks is what they say. For me, it was the first 4 months. It took me 4 months to get
Because you had
regular.
so much crapple inside
And
there,
like I
you
said,
had
I had
to
a lot of crap that needed to get flushed
you
out.
had to be
Um,
flushed real good.
yeah, it was rough, and I was struggling. I really was struggling with that
You
because
were.
I was trying to figure out, all right, what is it that's causing this?
Right.
Is it this?
Gotta change
Cut
this.
that
I'm gonna
out.
change this. I'm gonna
No,
change
it didn't
this.
change anything. So I was constantly changing things, trying to figure out what was the root cause of it. And I still don't know what the root cause was. It just ended up going away for the most part. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So
Just stick with it
back to normal.
best you
Yeah.
can.
Um, but going through, especially starting out on the carnivore diet, maybe take a few minutes to de-stress. You know, listen to um, Dr. Kiltz. he talks about that kind of stuff a lot, and about you know, mindset and being mindful and things like that, and it can be really useful. But uh, I don't know. I guess that's about it, huh?
That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too
I
long.
don't want to keep you too long. Just wanting to give you guys an update, let you know what's going on with us. Talk to you a little bit about, of course, the group cruise that we've got going. I'd love to see some other carnivores on that with us. Um, we've got International Carnivore Month, and of course, coming off the holidays that are always stressful. And and if you want to be successful at this and you want to continue moving forward, a lot of times that de-stressing is essential.
It will help. And the more that you start feeling better, the easier it is to get rid of some of that stress.
Yeah.
Because, I may have a lot of stress in my life, but it's nowhere near what it was before I started on carnivore. And it sounds really funny, but I feel better and I'm more calm and stuff like that. But, you know, I guess my body's dealing with it better. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's me though. And it may sound like a bunch of BS, but
Yeah.
it,
Well, I mean, you look at all the people that have had mental health issues that have gone carnivore, people that were suffering with severe depression
'cause it does
and
clear your mind
anxiety and a
too.
lot of other things that went carnivore and, you know, 6, 8 months, and they're off all of their medications and they're 100% better. They no longer have depression or anxiety
And you don't have the
or
brain
other
fog
things.
either.
Yeah,
So
no
yeah, maybe
brain
that's
fog.
right. Because
So
I have more clarity. So I'm able
right,
to recognize it faster.
yeah. So all right, guys, that is it for this week. Like I say, if you got any questions, make sure you put them down in the comments. We answer them as much as we read them all, and if they need an answer, we always put something in and answer as best we can.
Yes.
All right, till next week, then. Stay
Stay
strong,
strong.
stay motivated,
Motivated.
and eat meat. Bye, guys.